there is an expectation of privacy, not for us. It's not our information. It's for the person that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
So if you violate that, technically you're in violation of that.
I wish.
You would be grateful.
I'd rather not give it.
I'm sorry?
I'd rather not give it.
I have a hard time hearing.
I'd rather not give it.
You'd rather not give it?
Nah, there's no point. I'm just taking pictures and video. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, 1 second.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, where we highlight a few clips of police interactions and police misconduct, with some educational pointers to keep you educated and prepared for your next police encounter. My name is Police Encounters, and my goal is to help educate the public about your rights and how to handle police interactions. As an American citizen, we are given the rights that protect us, and it is the police's duties to protect those rights given to us by the Constitution that they swore an oath to. With that being said, the channels we will be covering today are Utah Copwatch, Crow Adventures. Do be sure to check them out in the description below, because without them, there's no police encounters. And before we do get into our first video, go ahead and gently smash that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay notified. It is such a small and easy task for you, but it does help us out tremendously. With all that out the way, let's go ahead and cover our first clip.
It's unbelievable. It doesn't seem like I'm in Salt Lake City recording cops. But so far it seems like the cops during the daytime are cool compared to the ones at nighttime.
I don't mind that you record it all. Totally your right? But I do need you to stand over there just a little bit.
I'm gonna stand where I want to stand.
Okay, well this is our scene, right?
Well, I'm not in your scene. Why don't you just walk away? I'm not in your scene. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
He's not talking to them. He's talking about the information on your repeated. Just don't record the computer.
Can I get your name really quick?
Officer Carlos.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All that I ask is that you don't record the computer.
Don't worry about it. I know what I can and can't do.
Okay.
Thank you. Good job. Great job this officer did. Told him to leave me alone. Standing in public sidewalk.
Were you trying to get
Oh
my
no, I'm
attention?
talking to.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention, and I didn't want to ignore you. So
Yeah. No, I was talking to. Thanks, man. See, that's a great attitude. You need to back up. You're gonna get arrested there, buddy. Back up. You're too close. Look like a new officer with an attitude. Gotta get his name. Nice job. Nice job. I really appreciate what you just did. I mean, it shows a lot, you know.
We get a lot
interfere with
that
them,
talk
you know
to
what I mean?
like talk to like people
Yeah.
and things like that, and that's when it's like, okay, you can record, but don't talk to the people that we're
Right.
dealing with.
Even though it's not against the law to do it. It's a freedom of speech, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not interference, because interference is a physical act. It's not words.
It depends what you're telling them, though. That
So
can
like
be
you
some
could tell
interference.
someone, let them know about their rights. That's not interference, you know what I mean? So,
Just as long as though as you're not delaying the stop, and that's where a lot of things happen is when guys get frustrated because they're just real simple thing trying to talk to this person, and now this person, because like that sign right there, the company has signed an affidavit with us saying that if we see people just sitting here, we can roll up and talk to them about trespassing. And so they don't have to call us because they've already signed that affidavit. And so we just roll up, make sure that they're all right. And if there are no issues with them, they're on their way. When they start arguing, that kind of delays the things. Of like, well, look, we have reason to stop you. We have reason to be here. With arguments, that's just delaying everything when this could have been a real simple thing. Right. Like I said, you just stood here, you just recorded, you didn't say nothing, you didn't interfere anywhere.
I never do. I ain't
got no problem with
Every
that.
time that I'm always recording, especially here in Salt Lake City, I'm mostly at nighttime. Every time that I have a problem with an officer, it's something like this. I'm just standing there. One officer comes up to me, try to stop me, or try to tell me to go over there, or try to flash the light on me.
The only thing that I said, just make sure you're not recording the computer because that has personal information on it. Other than that, all day.
I understand about that, like, just to let you know, like, if I wanted to, if anyone wants to, they could record that screen. It is up to you guys to protect that private information. It's up to you guys to protect that private information. Is what I do with that information.
If he's typing on that screen, and so it's where he can see it, and you zoom in to record on it, that's you overstepping your bounds.
Yeah, I understand in your feelings, but by law, it's not.
Okay.
By law, it's not. But you know what? But it's what I do. It's what I do with that information.
Right.
It's what I'm breaking the law. Jose.
Jose, nice to meet you, Jose.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Colby.
Colby?
Yeah, all day long. So, check it out. So, you know what expectation of privacy is, right?
Expectation of privacy. There's no such thing as expectation of privacy.
It's called reasonable expectation of privacy. If there wasn't, then we can
In
violate
public?
rights all day long.
There's no expectation of privacy in public whatsoever.
The crazy thing is that right there, because we are working and we've got our computer turned to just us, there is an expectation of privacy, not for us. It's not our information. It's for the person that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
So if you violate that, technically you're in violation of that.
I wish I could get arrested for that, and it will never fly in court.
But all I'm saying is,
never fly in court.
Jose, all day long you can record us.
Yeah.
If you do something like that, and an officer tells you to back off, I would. I just would.
You know what?
And then
if
and
I
then you can
record,
research
if
it.
I record something like that, because I have done it,
Yeah.
it does not fly in court.
Okay.
The judge throws it out, and guess what? Just by that little thing that you guys, that officer did,
then we'll just
there's
have to
a
agree
lawsuit.
to disagree, man.
There's a lawsuit right there.
And honestly, we appreciate you being there because it's one more camera that shows the whole situation going on. So we appreciate you being there because we can see from a third person, not just us. And so, absolutely. Actually, thank you for being here today.
I appreciate that.
Jose, you have a fantastic
Yeah, you
day.
too.
Okay?
You guys stay safe.
I don't mind if you record at all. It's your right. Well, if you didn't mind, Mr. Officer, you'd have not said a single word. Then you asked him to record in another spot. No, that's not how that works. Come on, you should know better than that. Utah Copwatch can record wherever he stands, no matter what you say. It's a public sidewalk. He can record all he wants. Now notice how there is another person sitting down away from the officers, but as soon as Utah came up with the camera, it bothers them? Now all the other officer asks for is for Utah not to record the computer. Ha! Well, you see, sir, that's not for you to tell. If Utah wanted to, he can zoom in or walk up to the car and record the computer. It is in public, is it not? This doof is saying that there's an expectation of privacy. Yeah, that's BS. If something is in public, it is not private. That goes for it being in your car. If you have something like your computer in your car and your computer's open, everyone can see it. It is up to you to close your computer. Now, sir, you may think you're right, but I'm sorry, it's not against the law. All cops should know the difference between public and private. It's very sad to know that these cops do not understand that.
Spoke too soon, guys. We have contact here. I was gonna say I'm gonna go to the other side because there's nobody here in this area, but hey. Get AF19B01987, license plate, U.S. government vehicle. We're at Davis Mountain Air Force Base.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I'm calling the security forces. Can I ask you what you're doing?
I was taking pictures of your area here.
How come?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I won't answer that.
Okay. So you
I'm from Arizona, but I'm not
from
gonna.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay. You have any ID on you?
For what?
Just verify.
No. I need to show my ID, so.
I'm sorry?
I don't need to show you my ID, so.
You mind telling me your name?
No. Just out here taking pictures, man. That's it.
Okay. Well, are you local living or where do you?
I'm just an independent journalist. That's about it.
Okay. All right. And you're trying to do some research or?
Pictures, video to see what the jets are coming passing by. Just enjoying the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know the flight line's over there.
Oh, I know. Just following this line. That's about it.
Oh, yeah. All right. I
Yeah.
understand what you're doing. I get it.
All right.
Okay. Just making sure everything's all right.
That's all good.
Okay. You sure you don't mind if I get your ID?
I kind of do mind because there's no point of getting my ID. There's no reason why. I'm just out here taking pictures.
Well, you're just causing some concern for people on base. Okay, so we're just trying to validate their safety. Okay, that's all we're trying to do. So, some information from you would be grateful.
I'd rather not give it.
I'm sorry?
I'd rather not give
I
it.
have a hard time hearing.
I'd rather not give it.
You'd rather not give it?
No, there's no point. I'm just taking pictures and video. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, 1 second.
Am I detained or?
What's that? No, you're not.
Well, you said 1 second, like I was.
Oh, I just thought you know I was walking away. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys came out here with AK-47. Started demanding my ID. Like I said, I spoke too soon. 30 minutes out here just enjoying the day. Recording the jets passing by the Mountain Air Force Base, the cars. Following their rules, which the line back here can't go beyond that. Just having a phone call. Sorry if I seem a little nervous, guys. It's the first time I've ever seen somebody with an AK-47 in my line of bubble here. Probably calling their leader. All they can do is document.
Right, sir. So, I mean, obviously, you know your rights. Right? Not intruding in anything like that. But just so you are aware, this is the line.
Yeah.
All right, you can do your thing, but outside the line.
That's on this side, so yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's, like I said, you know your rights. No big deal. If you got water?
I got water.
You got water? You good? Okay.
I got a gallon in my backpack.
All right. You got transport and stuff? You need it?
Yep, bus. So.
Oh, all right. Just make sure you're all right as well. All right.
All right.
Have the rest of your day.
You
Thank you.
too. I'd say this is kind of a fail on their part. Yeah. Definitely a fail on their part. But whoever they talk to is a pass. Alright guys. Uh-oh. I don't think he's allowed to park right there. He's blocking every single traffic. Oh great, here he comes.
How you doing, sir?
Hello.
Hey, you've been videotaping this area, the one that the security forces talk to?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't pass this line right here, right?
No.
Okay, because you understand if you pass that line, then you're
I know, I
violating
can read the
federal
signs and everything, so.
law. Okay, so you're staying outside this line?
Yeah.
Okay.
And who are you?
Is there a reason you're filming? Like, what's the purpose of your filming?
It's my purpose only, so.
It's what?
It's for my purpose only. My own personal
For
use.
purposes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not a journalist like you identified yourself to federal law enforcement?
I'm still a journalist, whether I'm taking pictures or not, so.
Okay, so you have press credentials or something to show that
I don't
you're a
need it.
journalist?
I don't need it, so.
If you're identifying yourself as a journalist, then
Yes,
you should have
I don't
some
need it.
credentials.
As long as I have a camera, I could film whatever I want in a public view.
Okay, so
So-
understand that's actually your First Amendment right to do that, but it doesn't make you a journalist. It's like saying, "Oh, I'm a cop." If you're not actually a journalist, you're.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't film these, so I can show you on the side. You know, filming those. So I'm a federal agent. All right. So special investigations.
All right, Jason.
Yep. So just so you're staying outside this line, we don't really care. But when you're identifying as a journalist and you're telling law enforcement, that's what you are. But if you're doing it independently, it's a First Amendment thing. 100% cool. Do it. That's why we're here.
Well,
To make sure everybody's allowed
still
to
the
do it.
same thing, to be honest with you. So-
It is, but because of where you're at and what you're filming, it's kind of weird that you're identifying that and then you're filming people coming and going from a military installation. It's kind of concerning from a threat purpose. You understand? Like people that work on
Yeah,
the space don't really want to.
I've been through this before with you guys.
Okay.
Every single time, there's no problems until they asked for my ID, but I didn't give it because there's no point of giving it if I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, the reason they asked for your ID, I believe, is because you identify yourself as a journalist, so that's what they're looking for. So what we've had is issues with journalists coming up to like fence lines and taking inside the base, which is prohibited. Like there is a restriction on what you can. And you'll see there's postings like, see the big white sign right here?
That guy just kind of sped it through, so.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not a fast cop. You see these white signs right here where they say warning and advisements, where you're not allowed to film inside of it.
Oh, I know that.
So that's what the concern is. We just want to make sure you're staying out here in your own zone, but nothing inside of the wire area.
I already know all this, so I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not real sure why. Like you understand that the sign right here is
Yeah.
the actual line begins.
I could actually read the sign, yeah.
Okay. So when I drove through, you were actually like.
No, I was right here. I didn't one past that one right here. So
I just want to make sure you were because the officers that came out were trying to be cordial. I understand that you're refusing ID yourself and they rested it. So can you actually give me your name so I can confirm you spoke with us
no.
before? So you're not willing to do that?
No.
Okay. So TPD officers are combined, then you have to identify yourself.
I don't know what for.
So, because you're up on the line and we have concerns. It's a
I'm
security concern.
not even on the line. I'm over here, so I don't know what.
Right. That's why the local police are going to want to talk to you. So you understand why people are reporting, like, hey, there's this guy doing this thing, right? So people that come on this base.
So what's so fearful about people recording the jets, recording you guys, military, even if they're like tourists? What's going on with that part? Do you have to go inside and sign up, or do you have to come out here?
To actually be a journalist on the
no,
base
no,
working?
no. To just record and take pictures in general.
On the base. Of
No,
the base, or people doing it?
outside of the base.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm not talking about what you're doing here on the public sidewalk. What I'm talking about is the people that you're making nervous.
Then why do I need ID?
The people you're making nervous work on this installation, and security and privacy is important to us, right? Same reason that you don't want to ID yourself, right? Do you understand? It's like the kind of the equivalent right there.
No, not really. But I mean,
Why is it you don't want to
public.
identify yourself? Because I get it. Like, oh, I don't have to. I get it, but there's a reason you don't. So what's
because
the
I don't
reason
have to
behind
give you my ID.
that? Okay.
Because I'm not doing anything wrong except for taking pictures and video.
Right. So the people that you're filming coming on the base work on the base, and it's a security concern for them because not everybody's pro-military. Some people are anti-military. There are people out there that want to harm people that work for the military within the DoD. Happens all the time. So that's why it's going to continue to get reported. Hey, there's this guy who's filming me. I'm uncomfortable. So because of that, we have to come and respond.
I've been coming in this spot for years, and nothing like this happened. It's the first time, actually.
So if I had your name, I could prove that that was true because it had been reported before. And you
I'm still not going to give my name.
Okay. So locals will come by and talk to you here shortly when they have time. Obviously, they're busy in a city like Tucson.
Yeah. Takes them almost an hour sometimes.
Well, right, but you've given our security forces guys a hard time when they're just trying to ascertain what's going on.
I'm
So
not
are
really
you
trying to give them a hard
publishing
time.
stuff? What are you doing with it? Because you're saying it's a journalist, that's why there's extra questions. So if you're just a private citizen doing something private on your First Amendment rights, 100% go do it, man, all day. But when you tell them you're doing it for a journalist, now people think there are pictures, stuff's going to get out in the public, and they're not really comfortable.
It is going to be in public.
Right.
So,
100%. Like I said, you're on the public sidewalk right now. You're not inside of our area, so it's not a concern. That's all I'm wanting to do.
Well,
is
bringing
ID
the cops
we'll
is
put
gonna
in
be
the system and
pointless.
Let you know that we spoke with an agent, no concerns, and the next time you can be like, hey, I talked to these agents before. You can look up my last name, and they'll be able to say, yeah, we talked to him. It's no big deal.
there is no point in giving up my name if I'm just out here recording and taking videos.
It would honestly help you prevent having to answer these questions again. This is going to be a headache because you're going to go into basically, because I've spoken to you, if I have your name, it'll go in the system saying, hey, he's just an independent journalist, he's a private citizen doing something legal. We won't have to respond to it the next time. You shouldn't get harassment. You can literally tell them the next time, hey, my last name is, you can look it up and they'll see it. They'll leave you alone.
Last time happens, they told me what I was doing here, take pictures and video, and then that was it. That was the last time. This time they asked for my ID. It's kind of odd because they never said that before.
It's not, because understand it's just a security.
Yeah, I understand that. Guess I'm not beyond that line.
Right? When you're collecting information about people who work on the base, there's reasons that people are concerned. I'm sure you're a journalist, right? So you probably understand the threats to U.S. military members.
Yeah, I've been doing this for years, so I understand everything.
And that's all we're trying to do is just trying to ascertain who you are. And
no point in giving my ID.
Do you have a website or something we can look at what you publish on? Or is it just on YouTube? Do you have a channel or something we can look at?
It might be on YouTube.
Okay. Would you be willing to provide that to me so I can check out your videos? And then I can put it in the system like, hey, this guy's going to be out here doing this. Nobody will bug you again.
To be honest with you, I don't want to give it.
Okay.
So.
Seems kind of counterintuitive to somebody who's wanting to do this type of work, but okay. So I understand what you're doing, and you understand the rules, clearly. Yeah. But the people are going to continue to complain because someone's standing at the gate.
Oh, I was ready to be out of here before you showed up. I was going to take a little B-roll footage here and I was going to be out of here, but you see the cops are coming, so.
Yeah, and that's what we do, man. Like, my job is security for the base, right? Like, that's what I'm going to do, make sure people are coming and going, the base is secure, the people that are coming and going are safe, and they're not feeling like they're being threatened or having their information taken without real, like, a good purpose. If somebody's just doing B-roll footage.
It's causing people's concerns. All he's doing is recording. What is wrong with that? It's his right to record. You may ask for his ID, but it does not mean you shall get that. Why? Because recording is not against the law, and it's not a crime, as long as you're in public. Pro Adventures is also standing and recording behind the posted sign. Now, at least these two military officers were not being a-holes, like we've seen before. These two were chill and laid back. They even knew that he knew his rights, and they made sure that he had water and transportation. I'm glad to see the situation was handled the correct way, and in a good way. Now, of course, we saw the situation was handled. We all saw it. This hoonigan in a black Ram pulls up asking questions. Like, bro, you knew that he had been talked to, and you still want to go over there and cause a commotion? Why act like you're a big shot and think you know better? At least the other two officers know better than you do. If this bozo knew, you do not need any type of press credentials to film in a place that is public. It's part of our rights. And unfortunately, he does not remember that. Now, this guy is a federal agent, and he doesn't know better. That's sad. That right there blows my mind. He's a big shot, but yet not smart enough to be one. Now, just because he's recording in public doesn't mean he has to ID himself. It's not against the law to record in public. Everyone can be concerned, but it's their problem for them to deal with. Whether he identifies himself as a journalist or not, he's still not doing anything wrong. This federal agent is just saying a bunch of BS to sound like he knows his stuff. But we all hear, as well as Crow Adventures knows, he's talking out of his ass. He just doesn't want to be wrong. I get it. All officers, well, most officers try to think they know better than us. But they don't. That's why these independent journalists and auditors do what they do. To show everyone and educate everyone on our laws and our Constitution. That's going to be it for today's video. If you have a video you'd like us to review, please leave a message in the comments. If you'd enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Be sure to check out the channels we watched today out. Give them a subscribe. Thank you for watching. Until next time, on Police Encounters.